as we are waiting for Panthers ball. Waiting for Panthers ball. As I'm waiting for my friend Panthers ball to join. Waiting for ball. Where is ball, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. Where is? Let's try again. Well, yes. There you are. Hey, boy.
Hey, well, there's my dog. Hey, can you hear me on all of these speakers, the headphones, these loud enough?
I can hear you all the way down to Australia.
Oh, right, man. That's what I'm talking about. Good deal.
So please share the stream with everyone, and then we will get started if you don't mind. Because if I share the stream, basically the camera is going to froze for like a couple of seconds.
I'm sorry. What was that, man? My dog is going nuts right now.
Probably excited for a Vero. Probably excited.
Man, thanks.
Now, please share the stream with everyone, because if I share the stream, basically the camera basically stop for like 5 to 7 seconds.
Are you talking about like a tweeting situation, like sharing on the tweeter?
Yeah, please.
What link am I sharing? Is it the one that you sent me on the? Okay, I'm pulling this up here.
No, the one that you retweeted today. The other one is basically to the stream, and
okay,
they cannot.
So just retweet it. All right, let me see if I can do this right, man. Hold on one second. I'm just gonna have to go off camera for a second here.
Sure,
all
I
right.
appreciate.
All right, let's see here. All right, look at that. Okay, I think I got this. All right. All right, man. I know this is probably great for anyone listening there. Okay, and we're back.
Sure. Just a audio problem, nothing big, just technical difficulty. So
hey, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, just minor blooper, not a big deal. So ladies and gentlemen, grab a cold one, and let's get started. Bo, good evening, fellas. We have Panthers Bo, WFNZ celebrity, WFNZ frequent
Man,
guest.
you got to cut it with the celebrity chicane. I don't know if people are going to pick up that you're being funny, but on Twitter, I get it. It's hilarious, but you know how I feel about that joke. But okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, but I mean, you're WFNZ celebrity. They always stated Panthers Bo, Kyle Bailey, Panthers Bo text disc, Panthers Bo text that. We have Panthers Bo on the line, Smoke Ludwig, Panthers Bo. So you're a WFNZ legend, and I mean it in a good way.
All right. I'll appreciate it. All right, moving on. Appreciate that.
So we have Panthers Bo, WFNZ legend, celebrity. Join me to talk about the Carolina Panthers. Good evening, Stuart. Go Panthers. So we had Canales and Morgan yesterday. And we also had Brett Kittis, they update the interview to Panthers.com. So let's start with the first move that they made, letting go of Shaq Thompson, basically not resigning him. My opinion, I thought that was the right move. Because here's the deal with Shaq Thompson. Last 2 years, he could not stay healthy. Now we can say that was the turf issue, but it is what it is. Could not stay healthy. And then we had, he was drafted in 2015. 2015, we had Luke Kuechly, we had Thomas Davis, two NFL Hall of Famers, Darren Gant, there are two NFL Hall of Famers. Takes that Uncle DG. It's a joke, of course. But anyway, so he played along two Hall of Famers. His numbers were good, but not great because it's so difficult to put up consistently 100 tackles when you're playing next to two Hall of Famers. So, in my opinion, that was the right move, not bringing him back. I like to know your opinion, Bob.
Well, I think unfortunately, the injury bug kind of got a hold of him, and listen, he had big shoes to fill when it came to Thomas Davis and Luke Kuechly, and everybody knows that, and there's no doubt that he had speed, but could also get tackles. I mean, he could close out and really close a gap in there. The problem was just the injuries at the end. I mean, he's 30, I'm not sure, is he 30 years old, but it doesn't matter. It was the right move, but it doesn't make it an easy one. It's still a fan favorite, even though we hadn't seen him much on. I mean, he kind of they were showing him for how many tackles he was making at the beginning of last season, and part of that was because our defensive line was abysmal. But at the same time, when he got injured, he almost had the feeling right then, like, season ending. You can't have this 2 years in a row. Don't just they already drafted Trevor Wallace, so you knew that they already had a succession plan in place. So listen, I hope Shaq does great. I think that this doesn't mean that Shaq's done as an NFL player. I think that someone's going to be smart enough to bring him in, and he's going to be a great leader on another locker room. I mean, he has been and been in places, seen things. So, but wish him all the best. And I think I responded on his post on Twitter today, man. Like, dude, that guy is a badass. So, and he's a great person. So, like I agree with you, great move, but it still doesn't make it an easy one.
Yeah, wishing him all the best, except when he played against the Panthers, which I honestly, even though he is great in the locker room, I don't think he's going to be a starting linebacker anymore. I could be mistaken, but based off his injuries, his age, which 30 years old for an NFL player, that is back of their career. So that is,
I'll kind of butt in here and say this. You might be right, but at the same time, he's had a whole entire year to get healthy. So if he gets picked up by a team, which he will, and he looks like a stud, healthy in training camp, they're going to start him. They're going to start him by week one. So I mean that's I could see it because people need a veteran linebacker, someone that can call a defense. So I could see him starting. I don't know if he does. I don't know if that's the role that someone's going to be using him as, but I'm saying it's not out of the possibility.
yeah, I agree. And keep an eye, speaking of Shaq, keep an eye on three teams. Chiefs, if they don't keep Nicole Boatman. Eagles, if they don't keep Zach Bond. And then keep an eye on the home team for Shaq, the Seahawks, because he went to Washington University. So he's from the Seattle area. So he could be looking at reunion with the Seahawks. Now, switching to Andy Dalton, I thought that was a great move by the Panthers. Bringing him back, he's a great guy off the field. Unfortunately, the car accident happened, but luckily it was minor where no one suffered big time injury. And Seems like he is a great mentor to Bryce Young.
I agree, 100%. There's no doubt that given what Bryce was going through in the early part of last season, if you didn't have a guy, if you had someone like some guy like Gardner Minshew, who's a big me guy, or some of these other quarterbacks that they're all about themselves. Listen, Andy's been in the league for a while. He knows how old he is, and so he knows why he was brought in to be that number two quarterback. So I think the way that he was just a fountain of information for Bryce, a good mindset in his ear during practice, being a good funnel through Dave Canales. Those guys are close. They seem to be close. I mean, yeah, that was a no-brainer in my opinion, and that's probably why it was done so quickly, along with our boy JJ.
Yeah, our boy JJ is very active on Twitter, and he's also
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on the Charlotte Checkers team. But yet, no one asked our boy JJ why is his Madden rating 37? Why does Madden listed JJ as a tight end when I don't believe he can catch any ball? Why does Madden recommend that the Panthers cut him a training camp? So T-Bone, if you're watching a ball, let T-Bone, next time JJ is on, ask him why is his Madden rating 37? I mean, Thomas Fletcher, when he was drafted, his rating was 39. So that EA probably doesn't like Northern Dame. The Irish, they probably don't like JJ. Who knows?
I have no idea like how to play Madden. It was one of those games where I'd be like, "Yo, can we play like NFL Blitz or Hoops Fever? Anything else?" I never played Madden. Don't care about Madden. Don't know how they do the ratings. I just know that JJ, Canales said yesterday. He said he's got the fastest snap in the NFL. Well, there you go. That's what the ball goes out quick to the punter. So that's why he is getting re-signed. It's not because he's this charismatic personality. It's not because no, it's because he can do his job. And it's as simple as that. You don't need a long snapper to be anything other than someone that can consistently do their damn job. So yeah, we'll sign him until I don't care. Guy's gonna stay in shape and do his job. I don't care if he's 50. He'll be mayor. He'll be the mayor of Charlotte by then. Just wait. He'll own two of the franchise teams in town, and he'll be running for office. But yeah, all for it for sure.
Yeah, and speaking just quickly about Madden, you might not be aware of it, but anyone else might not be aware of it. The Jets owner is Woody Johnson. A couple of years ago, they tried to trade for Cortland Sutton, pardon me, Jerry Judy, who end up with the Browns. The reason why the Jets did not trade for Jerry Judy, because according to Woody Johnson kids, his Madden rating was too low. And that, my friend, is why the Jets did not trade for Jared Judy. So apparently, to an NFL billionaire owner named Woody Johnson, Madden rating really a factor.
I got nothing on that one, man. Like I said, I got takes, but I don't have any takes on Madden ratings. Sorry, but
No, I know it's video game, but anyway, let's talk about Canales and Morgan press conference. The biggest takeaway I got from them, they are going to be aggressive. They are going to be aggressive in free agency.
I mean, I think that you could take away some of that. I mean, listen, I have a hard time believing that if Tyler Warren's there at 8, these guys aren't going to take him. I think that they've got some ideas on the kind of guys that they want to bolster that defensive line with, like during free agency. That was one of the big takeaways was that Dan said he was going to do the same thing that they did, to get the offensive line taken care of before the draft last year. With they did that with signing Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis. So they might have something in mind there. I don't mind blending it because we know the edge rushers are there's going to be a cliff at some point in that draft where the talent is going to drop, and we've got some really good ones, and we need them. We need to blend some youth in there too. So, but I've got to tell you, man, this Tyler Warren guy, that it's it, he might not get to 8. He might get picked up by 4. I mean, there's just the dude's a stud, but I don't know. I it's just now heating up. We got the combine starting tomorrow, the underwear Olympics, so it'll be interesting to see what comes from that.
Yeah, the one player whom I've not heard Canales or Morgan mention, and I'm assuming because he's looking for starting job elsewhere, Brady Christensen. If you notice, they have not mentioned even a one word about Brady. And my guess he is going elsewhere. And my guess he is going to be starting tackle. He's looking for a tackle or guard position because realistically, he's not a center. He's not a center, but I'm kind of surprised that they did not mention, listen, we might try to keep him. We want to bring him back. We will talk to his agent and get back to us. We have a number that we have in mind. So my guess, they already spoke to his agent. They know he's going to sign elsewhere.
I,
Otherwise, they won't mention him.
I think the writing was on the wall at the end of last season. I think Brady knew it, and listen, he's going to get paid. He's a versatile. He's versatile in a lot of different ways on someone's offensive line, and someone's going to pick him up, and he's going to get paid handsomely. There's no doubt about it, because he is good, um, really good. So yeah, we're no, that's not going to happen here in Carolina, barring something crazy that we haven't heard about. Because I mean, I can already tell from you're about as clued in with the best of them, Shaked. So yeah, I'm with you all the way on that one.
Yeah, and then I think honestly, Eddie Pinheiro is not going to be back. I mean, before, I think after the Super Bowl, if I remember correctly, they claim off waiver Matthew Wright. Now, for this who don't know, ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Wright used to be the chief place kicker for a couple of games when Harrison Buckner was on the IR. So Matthew Wright might be the Panthers place kicker next year, but I don't think they're bringing back Eddie Pinheiro because he's inconsistent. And I mentioned that on my stream yesterday. I will mention it again tonight for anyone who might not have tuned in last night. Eddie Pinheiro last year, before they changed the rules for the kickoff return, his kickoff was very short. Average teams return the kickoff against the Panthers. And then Eddie Pinheiro does not have a strong leg. I mean, realistically, I think the most he can go for is 52, 53 yards, which for NFL kicker in this day of age, that is average because most kicker can make 60, potentially 62 easily. And if you can make the very most 50-yard and you cannot kick it deep, you're basically unusable for a team.
Well, it seemed at one point in last season that they were talking about Eddie gaining some yardage and that he was, that he did. I thought that was a storyline at some point last season that Eddie had gained some yardage in his kicks, and there was a period there where he was pretty damn consistent, like we're used to him being. I mean, let's face it, Eddie does make the most of his kicks, but the way he ended the season and the way
Yeah, I think you're right. As I'm not sure what the heck is going on. Why am I hearing this noise? Like a tornado something. But there we go. Maybe now. Yeah, that was bizarre. That noise. Hopefully no one could hear it. Let me see. So now I cannot hear you. So this is so bizarre, bro. What is going on here? This is bizarre. I don't know what the heck is going on. What is going on with YouTube? Hopefully you can hear me, because I cannot hear you. No, I cannot. So let's call it a night and talking to you. This is bizarre. This is bizarre. I'm not sure what took place. What the heck YouTube did. Sorry about that.